My beloved child, in the moments of uncertainty that fill your life, I feel the weight you carry, and I want you to know that you are not alone. Life can feel like an endless storm, where the winds howl with confusion and the waves crash with overwhelming force. It's in those moments when you feel adrift that my heart reaches out to yours. I urge you, with all the love I hold for you, to anchor yourself in faith. Faith is not merely believing in what you can see, it is trusting in what you cannot see. It's trusting in me, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. Picture those moments when I walked upon the waters and my disciples were gripped by fear. They were lost, terrified, in a boat surrounded by the roaring storm, feeling so small and powerless. And yet I called to them, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." I could see the fear in their hearts, just as I see yours. But just as I calmed the storm for them, I am here to calm the storms raging in your life. Feel my presence beside you. Feel the peace that comes when you trust in me, even when the path ahead seems hidden by fog and uncertainty. You may feel paralyzed by doubt, standing at a crossroads, unsure of which way to go. It's in these moments that fear whispers lies to your heart, lies that say you are unworthy, that you will fail. I feel your struggle, and I want you to remember this. Every journey begins with a single step of faith. When the Israelites stood trembling at the edge of the Red Sea, trapped between the waters and the approaching army, they were filled with fear and despair. But I parted the waters for them. I led them to safety. This was not just a miracle. It was a testament to what happens when you trust in me, when you have the courage to believe even when all seems lost. Trust, dear child, is not easy. I know that. Trusting me in the midst of uncertainty can feel like stepping into the unknown, but it is also where the deepest connections are formed. Trust is the bridge that connects you to hope. It's easy to trust when life is smooth, when the sun shines bright. But real trust, the kind that strengthens your spirit, is born in the shadows, in the dark places where fear dwells. In those moments, I am calling you to take a deep breath, to still your anxious thoughts, and to remember that your future rests safely in my hands. I have always held you, and I will never let go. I feel the weight of your heart, heavy with worry about the future. You ask, what will happen to me? Will I be taken care of? Let me assure you, my child, that I see every tear you shed, and I care for you more deeply than you could ever imagine. Just as I care for the lilies of the field, clothing them in splendor beyond compare, so too will I provide for you. So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? Matthew 6:31. You are more precious to me than all of creation, and I will never abandon you. When uncertainty overwhelms you, I encourage you to find solace in gratitude. I feel your heart when it aches, and I know it's hard to see the light through the clouds. But when you shift your gaze from what is lacking to what you already have, you will see the blessings I've placed in your life, even in the midst of struggle. Remember how I fed the 5,000 with just 5 loaves and 2 fish? John 6:9. What you have, no matter how small, is enough when you place it in my hands. Focus on the abundance around you, and you will open your heart to the miracles that are waiting to unfold. I understand, dear child, that you may not understand why things happen the way they do. You may feel lost or abandoned, questioning the path before you. But I ask you to trust that every moment of your life, even the painful ones, are part of a greater plan. A plan filled with love, hope, and a future that is brighter than you can imagine. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Trust in my love for you, a love that will guide you through every storm and bring you to the shores of peace. I know the burden of uncertainty can feel crushing, but you don't have to carry it alone. Lean on your faith, trust in the love that surrounds you, and seek comfort in those who uplift your spirit. Remember how I gathered my disciples, how we shared the journey together. You are stronger when you are surrounded by love. Seek out those connections, those bonds that remind you of the light within you. Take a moment now, my dear child, to reflect. What uncertainties are weighing on your heart? Bring them to me. I am here, waiting to take them from you. Let my love wash over you, bringing peace to your troubled heart. You don't have to walk this path alone. I am walking it with you always. And as you find your peace, I encourage you to be a light for others. There are so many who feel lost, just as you, their beacon of hope. Share the love, faith, and compassion I've placed in your heart. Lift them up in their moments of doubt, just as I lift you. Even in the darkest valleys, remember that I am with you. When you feel lost, let your faith be your compass, guiding you through every storm. Your journey is about more than reaching a destination. It's about the love, growth, and lessons along the way. And through it all, I will be with you, my child. You are never alone.